guys, so a quick recap of what's going on this week after that travel day. So we had 2 days of HR stuff, you know, just getting information, making copies, stuff, going over our logbooks and things like that, and getting just really quick snippets about various organizations within the company, departments. And then we talked a little bit about schedule. So I've got some notes here. Um, so what I'm in right now is NDOC. I've had 2 days of NDOC, and I have four more. Um, so the NDOC is 6 days, and then from there I've been enrolled in an ATP CTP course at a company called CAE on the north end of the airport. So I don't want to go anywhere. They have all the sims here for the E-Jet, and then the ATP course is here, so everything is here. So I want to travel back and forth to Dallas like I originally was anticipating. So 6 days in doc, 7 days at ATP, and then that's kind of the question point, because my whole class of five is going to kind of break up. There were three guys on the E-Jet. One is a rehire, so he wants to go all the way through. One is a new hire, but he's already got his ATP, so he'll start a systems class while I'm at ATP. The guy that's going to ATP with me is a CRJ guy, so he will go off to systems once he finishes ATP with me. And the other CRJ guy already had his ATP, so will already be in systems by the time we finish our ATP. So once we complete that, we have to do our ATP written test, which is we should complete that course on a Friday, and the earliest we can take the written test is a Tuesday after that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have my badge and everything and my CAS privileges, so I can jump seat, go back home, see the family for a little bit, and kind of catch up with them. Really missing, other than the loving embrace of my family, a good glass of sweet tea. Of all things, it's all just water here. It's incredibly dry, so you drink a lot of water. But we finish that at some point. Then I will be placed into a systems class, which is about 11 days, and that includes UPRT, which is upset and recovery training. We'll flow into the E-Jet FTP for 8 days, and FTP is flight procedures training, so we'll be going over the procedures, call outs, and those kind of things, and then actually sitting down with those stationary flight training devices. Then we'll do an oral 4-hour ATP going over pretty much anything's on the table that we've been trained on to that point. After that, then SIMS will be scheduled. So SIMS in the E-Jet is 12 sessions. On the 6th day, you have the upset recovery training. On the 10th day is a mock check ride. The 11th day is the actual check ride, and your 12th and last day is a loft day. So pretty simple stuff, and that all equates to about 40-something days worth of training. And we've all been told that the footprint training is 70 to 90 days. So I assume at some point I'll get some time off. Today has been my first off day. Is Sunday. And then I'll basically work 2 weeks straight after that with classes. And our classes, just due to the way things worked out, are going to be evening classes. So we're scheduled from 3 to 11. Hopefully we'll finish a little before then. We did those first 2 days. And come back and study and read. It's lots and lots of reading. I've never been one to read a lot, but there's a lot of reading involved. Lots of reading of manuals, so super, super exciting stuff, let me tell you. Other than that, that's about it. I'm trying to keep my lifestyle here as simple as possible. Obviously, it's just me in this room. I'm trying to spend as little money as possible, but starting to get a little stir crazy. I got to go wash clothes today. That was almost exciting to actually have a reason to get out of the hotel room for a little bit. So I took my reading material and my clothes downstairs. Finally got a time slot available to use the one washer and dryer here, and got that handled. And I saw 4 of my 5 NDOC classmates going back and forth through the lobby. So we hung out and talked a little bit. and we were talking about possibly going over to the mall, which is in a reasonable walking distance from here, and go to Starbucks or something and just be somewhere else and read and study for a little bit, and maybe grab some dinner or something other than lean cuisines and sandwiches. Um, so yeah, uh, I'm quickly realizing also that the comforts of home are nice. Having being able to go to the grocery store and buy stuff for a whole week, that you have a full kitchen, you can cook and things like that. That's great. Living on the road is definitely a big cultural change for me. So we're going to work through that a little bit. I am working out a lot, at least once a day, not only to try and break up the monotony, but to try and keep what I'm eating to a more minimal level, because I'm staying more active, and then just give me something to do, something other than sit in a hotel room and cycle between reading for an hour, maybe watching TV for an hour, or walking around. Everything's on our tablet, so at least I can bring up the manual on the tablet, and then kind of pace around in big circles around the hotel room here. So I'm not just sitting on this glorified futon, but we're working with it. It's a challenge. It's going to be challenging, and I'm going to push through it and progress. But I do look forward to the opportunity to get in that first long weekend, so I can jump back home and go see the family and hang out for a little bit and go see my friends, maybe have a lunch with them, that kind of thing. Go to church. This is the first time I haven't been to church in a long time, and this has probably been one of the longer stints I have flown in the last 4 to 5 years. I've flown several times a week, if not almost every day, for the last almost 5 years now. And it's going to be a while yet, unless I get a long weekend to go home. It's going to be a while yet before I get back into an actual airplane and go fly somewhere. And if I didn't fly anything on a stint at home, then of course my first flight will be back in the jet with paying customers heading somewhere, probably out of Houston. But we'll see. I've got lots of study material I can go through, and I'll start going through some of that stuff. Perhaps talk to you guys a little bit about the things that I'm looking at, like crew rest provisions, Part 117, and some of the limitations of stuff that I'm learning with the jet, flight procedures, and those kind of things. But we're going to push forward, we're going to progress on, and we're going to keep going. And I will talk to you guys in a couple days.